Hi there, Dax. Tanvir speaking again. This is task number 4 of the Dax Moy internship. Um, Today's task, we've been asked to basically speak about one of our clients' transformations, and this happens to be a very exciting task in itself because I'm quite proud of the fact of how some of my clients have done. Um Mainly because I've actually uh, uh, pin aside them uh, step by step, and I've actually witnessed them change from change from point A to point B. But yeah, so that's exciting stuff for me. But I'm going to be talking about one of my clients, and her name is Antonia. Antonia, she had joined joined the gym that I was working at for about 4 months, and in that 4 months, she wasn't doing any personal training with me at the time. She was just a general member, and she would regularly come to some of my classes that I would be taking at the time. And we just started talking, and every now and then she was in the gym and she was doing something. I would go over and just try to help out if she was doing anything wrong. And I believe from there there was a friendship of trust built, and that's an important uh, and that's an important foundation stone that every client and personal trainer, yeah, they should have. So after about 4 months, she approached me and she said that she wanted some personal training done because she was going on a holiday, and I said to her, yeah, sure, by all means. So what we done is we booked herself in for a consultation. So we both tried to get to know each other, and slightly it gave me a chance to understand why she actually wanted personal training as well. Um, she told me a little bit more uh, about herself. She played hockey twice a week, so she was quite a sporty person. Her occupation was being a primary school teacher at the time, and I do believe yeah, that she still is as well. She did inform me that her job can be quite stressful, and that's due to that she has to manage roughly over 30 children, and that in itself can be quite of a task. So while she was telling me all of these things, I was taking down notes of possible stress markers and stuff that could be um, potential obstacles from her day-to-day regime. So, um, so what I had asked her to do was I asked her to to keep a food diary and just record all the foods that she was eating, and from the data that I got back from her, it told me quite a lot about her, and there was absolutely nothing wrong with that. But it just gave me a, a slightly better insight, yeah, to understand how this person ticks. So so from there, yeah, what we went about was to actually deliver free training sessions per week, and these were pretty much total body workouts, and I did really push her to her limits as well, and I'm sure she can testify that she enjoyed every single one of her sessions. Every few weeks we would take some pictures to see how she was doing, and as you'll see shortly, you will see her before pictures and after pictures as well. At the end of the personal training, she was very happy with what she got, and I'm extremely happy with what she achieved as well. Yeah, so not only a physical transformation, but I also educated her on how to actually eat a real food day to day, and I still believe that she is still doing the same stuff as well, as she is still currently taking some personal training sessions with me on a weekly basis as well. Part of this task was to show you guys that we can shine as well, and I'm going to take a creative viewpoint on this task, and what I have done is I have got a video testimonial from Antonia herself, and I'm just gonna pass that on to her now, and I hope you guys enjoy her story and her experience as well. Enjoy.
My name is Antonia Alexandru. I'm 26 years of age and I'm a primary school teacher, which can be quite a stressful job. So the thing that made me join the gym was that I wasn't really happy with my body. So although I wasn't very fat, I used to look at myself in the mirror and think, I need to go to the gym, I need to lose a little bit of weight. So I was at the gym probably about 4 months before I started my sessions with Tanvir, and as a lot of people do, they go to the gym, pick up a few weights, just up and down, not really knowing what to do. So I joined a few of Tanvir's classes that he took at the gym, and I quite liked the way that he delivered the lessons, made it easy to understand, but the sessions were hard. So that's how I met Tanvir, through the sessions. And then when I was working out around the gym and Tanvir was on shift, he'd often come over and he'd be like, "Oh, do you need help to understand how to do that exercise? If you do it like this, it'll be a lot better for you." So started introducing himself that way and getting to know us, well, me. So the thing that I liked about Tanvir the most was I used to see him training other people, and I used to see that he used to use different things different equipment to the equipment that was at the gym. So he'd often bring in his sleigh, ropes, pulley things that you have coming down, not sure what they're called, boxing gloves, lots of boxing sessions, and it would just look different to what the other trainers in the gym would do with their clients. They would often just use the equipment available, but Tanvir seemed to go that one step further and bring his own things, and you can see he had a passion about his job. So my journey, the first thing that I did was I said to Tanvir, I'm interested, could you send me some details on your services that you give? And within like an hour or so he sent me emails, like price list, what he can do, this, that and the other. So after all that, had a consultation with him to see what my goals would be and what I would like my goals to be. and then I decided that he was the right person for me. So had another consultation about testing my fat to see where my starting point was. So we took photographs of the beginning of my journey, did fat testing using biosculpturing, and measured the BMI, body mass and all that. One of the most useful things that I found with Tanvir's service / personal training was the food diary that he gave me. It was really easy to follow. He told me the good foods and he told me the bad foods, but he also said, not so much at the beginning, but towards the end of my journey, that I'm allowed to have a few treats, which made me a little bit happier. It wasn't a hard food diary to keep to, and if there was any foods that I didn't like, he would give me alternatives, or just alternative foods to try out. Also, I had to have a little bit of a lifestyle change because I did like going out a lot, Friday nights, Saturday nights, and I still do go out, but now I know what choices to make when I'm out. So if I go out on a night out and I'm drinking, instead of having 10 Jaeger bombs and 4 bottles of wine, I might have vodka and lemonade or just 1 glass of wine. So it's just I just learned how to make those different choices. The exercise that Tanvir gave me were really good. They pushed me to my full potential, my maximum. He explained to me in detail before I had to do the activity how to do the activity, what muscles I'm using, the tempo I had to use. I had to think about what I was doing just to get there. He'd often be in touch with me through the evenings or at the weekends to see how my food's going, to see what things I've done at the gym when I haven't been training with him. And I found that very useful because it gave me a little bit of motivation to keep it up. So even if for some reason my lifestyle, I couldn't train with him that week, or I had to miss a session, it'd always be, did you manage to go to the gym, or have you eaten well? And I found that quite good to keep me on track. Every few weeks, Tanvir used to do progress shots, and I found that really useful because after about 3-4 weeks, I was looking at myself in the mirror thinking, I haven't made any progress yet, and I was getting a little bit annoyed. But actually, when I looked at the before photos and the photos that it took 3 to 4 weeks after, I could actually see that I'd made quite a lot of progress. But obviously, because I see myself every day, it's harder to notice if you don't have those initial photographs, so I found them really useful. Overall, my journey with Tanvir has been a big success. As you can see from the before and after photos, there's a significant difference in the pictures, which has made my self-esteem a lot higher. I'm a lot more confident outside of the gym, and people, my family and my friends have really noticed the difference in me. As well as my appearance, have also noticed the difference in my confidence as well. And I often get people coming up to me that I haven't seen in a while, saying, "Oh wow, you've done really well. Kind of, what have you been doing?" And when I've said that I've had a few personal training sessions, they're like, "Oh, who's your personal trainer?" And I've kind of referred them to Tanvir. And overall, it's just been a big success, and I'm really happy with my journey at the moment. And I'm going to continue my sessions with Tanvir. Obviously, not as many as before, but just to, keep my progress going and to keep learning myself as well, so I can learn about things.